turn the camera off on the first W.
That's Cray all day. Let's go.
Doop-a-dop-bam. What is up? How you doing, people? Man, it's been a while. It feels like it's been a long time. I hope everybody's doing okay. Let's put a little music on here. I'm gonna try this. Can you guys hear that? Yeah, a little bit in the background. All right. Well, what do you think? I'm working on something different here. I got to work on some lighting glare issues, obviously, with my glasses and such. Some things to work on, but I'm trying to get back to doing some more podcast style shows, live stuff in my office here, the new office. So wanted to I got a lot to cover. So on these update shows, it's nice to just kind of like cover everything all in one sitting and go through all a bunch of details instead of me just running around the shop and going crazy. Well, I am crazy and I do run around the shop. You guys already know this, but check out the mugs, by the way. Oh my goodness, man. We'll get into this later here. All right, let's go down the punch list, Rick. Stick with the agenda, would you? I hope everybody's doing okay. If you're here, go ahead and type a shout out, and I'll get your little, maybe a little shout out tag going here. It's been a while. What's up, John? How you doing, dude? Tristan's in the house. Dang, it's cold. Yeah, man, it is. It's freezing. Little update on filming, man. So Joe and I, 50-50 Fishing and myself, we went over to Lake Erie yesterday, and we tried our dangest, man, to get on a bite, a walleye bite or a steelhead bite. The cell phone said something completely different than it actually was. It was freaking cold. It was windy. At times, waves were hitting like 7-8 feet rollers. I mean, it was nasty. Up on the rocks where we wanted to go, where we knew the fish were, we were casting out, and literally as we were casting as hard as we could, it might blow back like 30-40 feet. All the rocks too were covered with wave splash, so it was all iced over. Pretty sketchy. Susky's in the house. What's up, my brother? All right, let's go through a couple updates. So I guess video editing, what I'm saying is video filming has been rough. We're in that weird, funky time in the state of Ohio where filming has been really hard. The bite has been difficult. And so we're trying to make more engaging, interesting shows for you guys rather than the same stuff over and over again. And so I have a couple other edited shows coming down the pipes. Keep your eyes peeled. I just launched one on YouTube. If you ever want to check out our YouTube rather and subscribe, it's just youtube.com/castcray. If you search it up on YouTube, Cast Cray, you'll be able to find it there. All right, so there's your little update on that. Next update, a lot of people are asking, hey, Rick, when are you going to open Portage Lakes back up? That's a good question. I don't know. I really don't. We're kind of playing this by ear and trying to figure it out ourselves. And so this is our first year having that retail store separated from our actual headquarters. You know, at Sebring, we had all of our manufacturing, distribution, and store there. So during down season, we would just keep the store open. Well, being 45 minutes away from our main store now, which was a good move, by the way, it makes it a little more difficult. Does it make sense to have someone there, staff, and chilling at the store when there's only 5 people a day coming in? Probably not. So we're gonna wait for good weather. By good weather, I mean thick, safe ice. If you guys have any reports, I have not been out to Portage Lakes lately. I know that Deer Creek over on the south or the north end of Deer Creek, the shallow end, is completely covered. It's snow covered, and it has about 3 inches. So we're getting dang close, y'all. As far as the update on the vending machine is concerned, we're still being patient. We're still waiting. That should have been here a long time ago, obviously. I think we're all a little, not frustrated, but just impatient with it. But it's coming, I promise. When, I don't know yet. So we're just going to be patient on that. All right, let's fast forward over to Christmas. I don't know if you guys recognize that every year we start this thing called 12 Days of Christmas. It's on the side. And so if you're on a PC, you're going to see the main banner at the very first. Let me rewind here. There it is. And you can click this banner and it'll go right to the 12 days of crazy deals. If you're on a what do they call those things? Cell phones. That's what they're called. My, oh my, I'm not awake yet. Just hover under the shop tab. And the very first link there, I made it for you, 12 Days of Christmas. So let me back out. So let's just go that route. Now, every day for the next 10 days, this is day number 2, we're going to have a different deal on this page. So you can check back. The deals will be available the entire time. So if you want to wait to see all 12 deals, you can. If you want to see or take advantage of them before they're sold out, because there are limited numbers on each one of these deals, you can do that now. Day number 1, just kind of rewind, was the Unicorn Ultimate Fish Attractant. That's our fish attractant spray. And so our entire soft plastic product line is saturated with this stuff. But over a period of time, because soft plastic material is porous, it tends to absorb it like a sponge. And so you might want to kind of re-hit it. It makes a big difference when that bite's tight. And so I highly recommend getting yourself some Ultimate Fish Attractant spray. We call it Unicorn PP. It's usually $4.99 for a 1-ounce spray bottle. We got it on sale for $2.99 on day 1. How sick is that? All right, where's my, let's get this back here. Let me go back. There we go. Okay. All right, day number 2, which is today, the 9th, is the blade baits in Fire Tiger. We made a ton of these for you guys, and orders are already starting to peel in. If you guys like vertical jigging through the ice hole, or even off of a boat, if you're in a region that doesn't have ice, you want to check out our blade baits. We have the Fire Tiger color, which is by far the most popular color, usually $4.99 as well, and we got it discounted to $2.99 today also. So the deals will continue to roll out. If you've been with us for a couple years, you'll know our whole system. We do, again, an awesome deal every single day leading up until Christmas. And if you have any suggestions as to what you want to see on sale, let me know. We might take that into consideration, because it's not all set in stone yet. I kind of make it up on the fly. That's kind of my style. All right, here we go. Next thing up is Christmas. Still topic of Christmas. Mystery bags. Okay, so I don't know if you guys have ever seen these suckers or not, but we have this thing called a mystery bag. And if you go under the shop tab again, you scroll down to mystery deals, you're going to see the very first one is mystery bag. The second one is monthly subscription. I don't know if you guys have heard of like mystery tackle box, very similar system. We actually have a mystery tackle box type service. Obviously, we can't call it that. We call it the monthly mystery club, bass or crappie. And we haven't changed the prices on this for a long time. You get for $20 a month, 4 packs and 2 packs of terminal. That makes an awesome Christmas gift. So if you want to sign them up month to month, put your credit card on file. We tap it on the first of each month. And there's no contracts. You can opt out at any time. It makes a really sweet gift. So check that out. Going back a step here, back to mystery deals, shop tab, mystery deals, mystery bags. These make phenomenal gifts also. And we have them in various price points. In bass, we have them starting at $45 all the way up to $335, which is like a mega pro bag. Excuse me. I still working through this cough, y'all. Anybody else have it? Ugh. And then the crappie mystery bag, we start them at $29 and go up to $250. I think the $250, let's check it. The $250 bundle is 75 random packs of baits. Holy crap, man. That's a lot. So that makes a really sweet Christmas gift also. These are just ideas that you can get, folks. Keep in mind also that we still have our e-gift cards. So if you go on our website again, shop tab, second tab there, e-gift cards. We tried to make it easy for you for the holiday season, right up close to the top. You got 7 different values from $10. I think we went lower than that. Yeah, $5 all the way up to $500. If you got the monies and you want to spend $500, some of you like that. If you're like me and you're halfway poor, go with like $25, $50. No shame in the game. It makes a great gift too. You type in the person's email address, it sends it right to them. You can even print it off and give it to them, and then they can shop on our website and get whatever they want. So that's a good idea too. What are some other good gift ideas that we have. I picked a couple here. If you go under the swag tab, under apparel, we have our hoodies. And if you scroll down, and if you want like a nice, low-cost, economical hoodie, still real cool, we have our CC logo Econo hoodies. And you can choose your size, you can choose your color, and it's just our logo, our emblem on the front of a hoodie. So it's not super gaudy and super loud, and it makes a nice gift. So that'd be a good little gift if your family member likes to fish or they find interest in what we have to offer. Couple other things. For a long time, we had our fishing line sold out. If you go under equipment and gear, under fishing line, we now have all of our fishing line back in stock, including fins. Our Crazy Crappie line, our own product line, that's a monofilament with a nylon infuser. It almost acts like a fluorocarbon. It doesn't spin up, stays nice and straight. We have it in clear, chartreuse pink, and new this year is orange, 4-pound and 6-pound. These are 550-yard rolls. So on a 500 series reel, our signature series reel, you're going to probably get 4 to 5 spin ups on that. Like, you can fully line it up. How sweet is that? What's the terminology for that? Spin ups? I made that up. That sounds dumb. All right, let's see here. So Crazy Crappie line orange is now available, highly anticipated, and some of you guys have already taken advantage of that. We still have tons in stock. All right, ice season is still here. It's coming up. It's almost there. It's time to stock up. Another good Christmas idea that I would give you is we made a really sweet deal on our ice rod. Now, the Ice Buster is unfortunately sold out. If you go under shop tab, down to rods and reels, scroll down to rods. If you hit the rod section, you're going to see two little sections, crappie rods and ice rods. If you hover over the ice rod, you're going to see that both of them are on sale, but the Ice Buster is out of stock. We sold out of those. Thank you guys to all who have ordered those. The blue ice rod, which is a 32-inch medium rod, great for pretty much anything if you're in the Midwest. This is a phenomenal little stick, and it pairs real well with our 500 series rod, our reel rather. It's got like a nice orange visible tip to it. I've had quite a bit of people like email me and say, hey, what would you recommend for a good starter ice rod? I would say that we typically don't do like starter entry level stuff, but this is a good quality, something that you're gonna like keep, and it's gonna last you a little longer than just a cheapo like Walmart kind of thing. So there you go. We got that. That's typically $50. We made it on sale for you, so you get it a little over $37. So that's a phenomenal idea. If you have a ice fisherman or you're considering to get out on the ice this year, that's a great idea. So take advantage of that. We have, I want to say, 3 or 4 dozen left. So getting towards the end of our inventory, but it's there now if you want one. Coke Zero. All right, new stuff. Next topic, new stuff. I want to bring attention to a couple new things coming in 2026. 2026, we actually have some new sponsors to our show. We got rid of some, and I won't highlight those. And I gotta let you know, most brands operate a little bit differently than what we do. If I try to find a brand that we're gonna be kind of locking arms with as long as we can. So if you see that we dropped a brand, it's not because they didn't pay to play. We structure our sponsorships a little bit different for our shows. And so a lot of companies will say, hey, you owe me $5,000 a year or whatever the amount is. I just picked a number. And we'll put you on our jersey and we'll advertise you on our live show. And if they don't pay it, then guess what? The sponsorship just goes away. We like to work with companies, and we want to work with companies that we believe in and we trust, and they operate their business kind of the same way that we choose to, with high integrity and character. And so I want to go through our sponsor list again and kind of highlight these. Double Seat. You guys know this. If you're an OG from the show, you know that I have this Double Seat on my boat. John and his team are phenomenal. They make phenomenal products. Highly well thought out, engineered product. He is one of the original, if not the original, I believe, where they take a single seat post on the bow of your boat and they convert it to a side-by-side seating arrangement. So you can take your wife, your friend, your child, your grandson, goddaughter, whatever, out. You could be on one side of the boat. He or she could be on the other side of the boat, side-by-side seating, and you're looking at the same screen or fishing off the bow. It's a really, really cool way to fish. It's called Double Seat, Bring a Friend. He also makes some really awesome rod holders and such. So I highly recommend checking out Double Seat. And the link is right there on our sponsor page under TV show link. Next up is going to be Miller Tech. There's a lot of cool things coming down the pipes with Miller Tech. Miller Tech is the premium lithium battery supplier, the best across marine, period. They put more intent and time into it. If you crack the case on most of these batteries, yeah, sure, you can go on Temu and get a $200 36 volt 100 amp hour battery, right? But you crack the case on those, a lot of those are like concealed boom booms. I can't say it on live, but it's I mean, they like, these things are heat sensitive. They're putting spray foam in there and insulating all this heat. It's crazy. So if you actually go in the lab like I have, worked a lot with Miller Tech, and you see the differences, you're like, oh, okay, I see why it's a little more expensive. I also understand that their warranty is literally like 6 points. It's not this gaudy Bible of terms that you sign a contractor with and you don't know what the heck it says. No, it's no questions asked. If you have an issue and they say it's covered for 10 years, it's transferable. It's the best warranty in the business. Highly recommend. Fast forward, though, over here, I won't highlight it yet because it's not out yet. But this guy right here, if you're an ice fisherman, that's going to mean a lot to you. These are shuttle batteries coming down the pipes by Miller Tech. That right there is 50 amp hour. You see how small that is? 50 amp hour, and it's the size of my hand. Super light. You're going to see more of that as we go ice fishing on the show this year, and highlight that battery. It's next level. All right, fast forward. Next up, Ego. Ego makes really awesome nets. They're the next that I use. I like the S2 slider. You press the button, it retracts. Ego makes some really awesome reach nets, also really lightweight crappie reach nets. Highly recommend Ego. They also have some premium level tackle bags. These aren't the $20, $30 Walmart bags that the stitching rips out. This is like, this is the stuff. So if you're looking to get yourself something really nice this coming holiday season, check out Ego. They make some awesome bags, some amazing nets, and even some really cool fishing tools. All right, Striker. This is super, super important this year, this time of year, rather. And they make the best ice suits in the game. I have the Apex. I have the Climate, both of which are freaking phenomenal. The Apex is next level. It has Primaloft. It has the aerogel insulation. If you don't know what aerogel is, check it out on YouTube. It's really interesting. It's almost like a little cloud fluff bomb thing. It's really cool, and it's super lightweight, but it's extremely well insulated. And they make their Apex suit with that Primaloft, the aerogel insulation. Super light, super durable, floats. Highly recommend Striker. Check them out, strikerbrands.com. Fast forward here. Next up, B&M Fishing. You know, this is my partner for our rods. B&M, Jack and his team are the best. I mean, they've been around for 75 some years. I forget the exact year, but actually, what does B&M stand for? Fun little fact. No Googling. If you know, type up what B&M stands for in the comments just for fun. But if you're looking for awesome crappie rods, we make our 6/8 moderate light fast tip RP3 crappie stick through B&M rods, through B&M poles, excuse me. If you want to check out any other of B&M, they make a phenomenal lineup of rod and reels. This here is even awesome. It's called the Little Mighty. It's a 20-foot Tenkari style dipping stick. Phenomenal. If you're in the spring here, dipping the willows and such for those spawning crappie, it's a super fun way to fish. Check them out. bnmpoles.com. Fast forward. Next up, Ravenna Marine. They're our local marina, and they sell boats. They offer all parts and accessories. They offer any storage, boat service. You need anything boats and boat related. You need to keep your boat on the lake and running properly. Gary and his squad over at Ravenna Marine is the place to go. We've been with them for a long time. I bought my boat from them. They maintain my boat. They do everything to make sure. You guys hear it. I turn that key, it fires up, and they do it right. So everything, I have no complaints. Ravenna Marine and Gary and his team have been nothing but awesome. If you're looking to get a boat this holiday season, check them out. They also, I don't know if you saw on our Facebook, but they had some really awesome deals on some boating accessories. It's like 50% off on a lot of stuff. So if you're looking to stock up on some boating accessories, cleats, maybe some dock lines and buoys, and they had all kinds of stuff, like 50% off. Pretty sweet. All right. Grabbing a drink. Next up is going to be a hands-free operation sonar transducer mount. What the heck does that mean, Rick? It is a live scope pole that's battery operated. I hook it right up to my MillerTech lithiums. It has a dedicated battery. 22 amp hour battery will last me weeks. Really low voltage, and it allows me to sweep hands-free. So my live scope transducer is mounted to this electric operated pole that I operate with 2 pedals on my feet. It's completely hands-free. It's awesome. So all your hands are free to do whatever you need to do. Grab a net, stick it with the rod, and then all your pointing and shooting is with your pedal. Left, right, left, right. You get the picture. It's a really sweet system. Check out the live scanner. Ronnie and his team are freaking awesome. Highly recommend the livescanner.com. All right, next up, Solar Bat sunglasses. I wish I had a pair in my hand right now. I keep them in my truck and I keep them on my boat. But we are a pro staff member of the Solar Bat sunglasses team this year. So they upgraded our involvement there at Solar Bat. I don't know if you guys know, but we have the RB3 Solar Bat sunglasses available on our website. It's a premium level of Signature Series glasses. If you're looking for a really awesome polarized set of fishing sunglasses, highly recommend those RB3 Solar Bat sunglasses on our website. If you want anything else, use the code RICKP, RICKP, Rick, my last name P, first initial that is, and you will get free shipping on their website. They've extended their sale 50% off their entire website. So right now it's going to make you better sense to go to their website, solarbat.com. You also get a pair of free safety glasses also. So free shipping, free pair of safety glasses, includes prescription, by the way, 50% off the entire website. Today's burp brought to you by Burger King. All right, next up. Huge shout out to SolarBat. Freaking awesome glasses. The best. Mike's One Eye Rooster Rub. If you've never tried this stuff, you got to. Mike and his team up in Ohio, Northwest Ohio, make a phenomenal rub. They made it for a chicken, hence Rooster Rub. But I use it on fish. I use it on French fries, mac and cheese. Dude, everything. This stuff is good. We sell it in our stores. We sell it on our website. Check it out. Mike's One-Eyed Rooster Rub. It's going to be under the partner products link on our website or in the kitchen link. You'll see it there. Sonar Shield. Sonar Shield is a protective cover. Listen, you spend like 3, 4, 5 G's on a nice live scope system. And if you think about it, you tuck it away, you're going from the boat ramp back home or traveling to go to the next fishing spot. And those rocks, you know how they do. They come off that cement truck up a mile ahead and they start bouncing around. Next thing you know, crack on your transducer. There goes your whole fun. Why not get one of these? This is a Sonar Shield. These are sweet. This is for the 34. It's got a clip. It slides over the transducer, locks on, and then it stays right there with your live scope pole, or if it's mounted right to your trolling motor, it stays right there on your transducer. And now it's a protective cover for your transducer. So if you're putting all that money into having a lot of fun, why not spend a little extra? I think these are like less than $100, and you can slide that sucker on. And check them out. sonarshield.com. Shout out to my buddy Andrew over there. All right. Killian, Fins, Fishing, Braid, my dude Killian's. That is the made in USA, awesome fishing braid. It is the best fishing line when it comes to braid, in my opinion. Good old made in US of A. How many times can you hear that? Not too many. I mean, it's getting better these days, but fishing line made in USA? Come on now. Check him out, finsfishing.com. We sell it on our website. We sell a good arrangement of bass line up to various tests, and then we also sell everything from our ice tamer and the crappie line also on the website, various colors and tests. So check them out. If you've never ice fished with the ice tamer line, they basically put a coating around the crappie line, and it makes for, you know, when you're fishing braid in the like really cold season, it wants to absorb the water and kind of crust up. This doesn't do that. Check it out, finsfishing.com. All right, next up, you guys know it, rocket bobber. We've had these for a while. These are amazing. These things you can cast a country mile, y'all. It's under the partner products tab, shop partner products. Scroll on down to where you see rocket bobber, and we have all different kinds of various sizes and colorways. You literally have this little tip on the end. You spring depress that. You wrap your line around like 3 times, and you can cast this thing like it's aerodynamic. It stays in, it just flies. There's a reason why they call it the rocket bobber. If you're a casting fisherman and you've never tried the rocket bobber, dude, spend the $4, $3.79 to be exact. Get yourself a handful of them and give it a shot. I promise you will be satisfied. These things are awesome. They're awesome. All right, head back over to the TV shows tab under our sponsors. We just highlighted rocket bobber. Next up, Bayside Provision. Bayside Provision makes, well, first off, they're Ohio-based, which I love. You noticing a trend here? I like local stuff. This is a Ohio-based, and they're most known for their tartar sauce. Their tartar sauce is heavenly. It's good. If you haven't tried it, check it out. Cray.com. You can buy yourself a jar of it. You're going to spend a little more, but you're supporting local business. They also make a wide array of spices, breading, and batter mixes, a lot of which we have available on our website, Cray.com. One of our newest sponsors here is the last one. You can kind of barely see that. Maybe I should highlight that a little better. It says Mock Wheel, MOKWHEEL, Mock Wheel. What is Mock Wheel? I'm going to show you by clicking this link. All right. Mock Wheel is a e-bike. They just sent me one of these, and they have a hunting model, which obviously pairs extremely well for fishing. They have it in various price points. The Onyx e-bike is the one that I have here, right here. And this guy right here is, dude, it's like next to a motorcycle. I mean, this thing goes 28 miles an hour. It lasts like 80 miles. You could put up to 560 pounds of payload on it. Extremely fun. I bought like an Amazon mount where I could put my rod holder on there. Dude, it is so cool. You just slip your rod on there and go off to a fishing trip. We're going to be highlighting this new product, the Onyx e-bike by Mock Wheel, all year. If you guys want to take advantage of the deals they have them starting from basically just under $800 on their website right now, and there's only a limited amount of time before this deal goes away. They have been giving like a free holiday adventure pack away, which means you get like a rack, a bottle holder, a new comfortable seat, a pump, mirrors. You get like everything you need, a helmet, for free if you get your e-bike here soon. So if you got that special someone that's looking for a bike this holiday season, I highly recommend checking out Mock Wheel, MOKWHEEL.com. All right, let me go backwards. All right. So I think that's it for our sponsors. I wanted to highlight those and kind of give them a little love here for a little bit. And then let's talk about the next thing on the agenda, which are new baits. Oh, schmack. Look, Joe saying, loogie, loogie, loogie. I don't have, you know what? I might have a picture. You know what? Here's a little tease. Go to our Facebook. It's facebook.com/CastCray. And you're going to see a couple days ago, I posted a tease. I didn't tell you what it was called, but it's like a little stinger size bait. It's cylindrical towards the body. It's about 1.25 inches long and goes down to a flatter tail. Simple, but elegant and useful. And it works. I already put them to the test, and we're calling them, thanks to Joe and myself, our collaboration, Joe's big help, we're calling them Loogies. Loogies. So expect some Loogie swag. Expect the Loogies to drop. We're going to highlight it first at the trade show coming up, and we're going to get to the shows here at the end of this live show in a bit. So there we go. Let's do a little shout out here. Sarah, what's up? Stay safe out there. Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Thanks for hanging out. We got Jason in the house. Let's go, he says. Good morning, Mr. Jim. How are you, man? Studio's looking good, he says. Thank you, man. I'll be honest with you. This was a wall about 2 hours ago. I've been wanting to do something like this, and I finally just did it. So I just threw this together. Don't tell anybody. It's been there. I had a special interior designer come by and manage this. No, that's a lie. Hey, there's my mom. Hey, what's up? Oh, there we go. Jake's got the pic of the loogie there. If you're on Facebook, you can click that link. Thanks, Jake. Appreciate that, man. All right, so loogies are going to be limited colors. I think we're going to start with 9 or 10 colors to start with. But all the essential, awesome ice colors, look for those. They pair up extremely well with our teardrop heads. So look for those here dropping soon on the website. Loogie. We're also doing a stonefly. I did not publish any pictures of that yet. It is a standard mold. There are many companies who make a very similar looking product, but it's like 1.5 inches stonefly. Great for creeks, great for crappie even. We're going to launch the stonefly in one of our colors. It's going to be part of our real life series, and we're going to put some real dust in there. So expect that to come soon. All right. So there you go. New sponsors, new baits. I know we talked about doing walleye spoons for a long time. Last year was a year where we planned out a bunch of stuff, and it didn't happen like that. And that's okay. We kind of rolled with the punches. Lots of change last year. All good changes, all upward changes. But it ended up putting the Walleye Spy spoons on the back burner. If you don't know what the Walleye Spy spoons are, they are a spoon for walleye, and they spy. All right, that's it. Have a good day. No, I'm just kidding. If you go over to the website and you click the walleye tab on your cell phone or on PC, you'll see the very first one. We're starting with a 3 and 5 inch trolling spoon. This is the first 3 colors that we came out with. At the trade show, we're going to have 9 colors total, and we're going to slow roll these out. We have all of the spoon printing done. So we're going to just slow roll this whole season. I'm hoping to have the entire product line by trolling season, by the hot, big contest season next year. So fall of next year. So look for those coming down the pipes too. New crappie hat. I don't know if you guys saw this one. Look at that thing, man. My wife made this. If you did not know, my wife embroiders. Matter of fact, if you need custom embroidery, she's the gal for you. But she makes all of our hats. Wide Eye Designs. Check them out. If you need any info, just contact me. But how sick is that hat, dude? If you're a crappie angler, that's a gift. That's a gift. Check them out on the website. You're going to see it under the swag, apparel, headwear category. Also, beanies. We're fully stocked up on beanies. Every color on our website we have now in stock, including camo. So if you guys want any beanies, check them out on the website. We want the nice flip, and even the straight ones. We try to get high quality ones that's nice and warm for the season. So there you go. All right, last new product feature is going to be something that I'm sure you're tired of hearing about now, but our new 2026 jerseys. If you go under swag apparel, the very first link says 2026 jerseys. Now, how many people would like a jersey, a fishing jersey, with your very own name on the back of it? pretty cool. That's pretty cool. So you can literally, all of our sponsors are on there, all of our show links, all of our brands, and then every year I draw up a back graphic. And so the back graphic changes every year. This one is highlighting steelhead, smallmouth bass, carp, crappie, and walleye. And if you look close, it came out really, really cool, I think. And another cool kind of detail about this year's design is the sleeves, just like last year, were red and blue, kind of red, white, and blue themed ish. And if you look close on last year's sleeve design, it was just our topographic pattern. So much like this show, there's like the black topo pattern around the perimeter. These were like the blue and the red. Well, on this year jersey, we actually took on our entire show displays the same. We have 768 pictures of you guys who submitted pictures, like catch pictures on our products, and they're everywhere on those sleeves. So you're going to have pictures of our entire cool community on the sleeves. And you really, it kind of looks like a cool texture. You don't really know unless you get super close. But we have all of our new sponsors on there, including Mock Wheel. You'll notice that the pricing did go up this year. You know, unfortunately, these things rise, and I don't have any effect over that. Obviously, we can't sell something and be in the negative. So I'm trying to keep it costs as low as possible for you guys, and this is the best that I could possibly do for you. So custom 2026 jerseys with your name is $80 this year. I don't know what sport, even if you sign your kids up for a sport in high school, for gosh dang sakes, you're going to pay a lot more than that for jerseys. So $80, I don't think that's a bad price at all. Also, we also went with a just like last year, the hooded sweatshirt to match, and we have a t-shirt. We're coming out with a slime rag here soon, and we also did that campfire mug with the same graphic, the show display graphic, the 2026 kind of pattern. So that's pretty sweet. All right, now let's talk about something that I'm really excited about and where I've been devoting most of my time as of late. Trade shows. Okay, we got a lot of cool trade shows coming up, and I want to talk about all of them, and then I want to highlight some of the ones that are coming up quickly in detail. And then as these shows continue to get closer, we're going to continue to highlight those shows in detail as they get sooner and sooner. I don't want to inundate you with too much information. We got a lot of shows and a lot that haven't even been confirmed yet. So there's going to be, this event page is going to continue to build. As of right now, if you just go to our events page, you're going to see the very first show of the year, the Great Lakes Fishing Expo. This is their third year. They've done this. Year one was amazing. Year two was amazing for us. And this is at the Metroplex Expo Center in Girard, Ohio. A couple of my buddies run this, and they do a really great job. If you want to find out all the details of the show, they actually, all these event links, by the way, have a map, have a venue website where you can get all the pricing and such. But this starts January 9th through the 11th. So we will be there. We're bringing our full new display. This is the first show of the year. They typically have some really cool kids events there. This show does a really good job at not just helping the angler and making it really attractive for the angler, but making it attractive for the whole family. So highly recommend checking that out on our event page. Get over to their venue website and you'll see all the details of these. They actually have speakers, some really cool speakers. You can enter to win. They have Crescent Kayak giveaways. Look at this. There's the kids zone. So some of my buddies that have done, I've seen face painting there before. Obviously, they highlight the balloon animals. I've seen vendors that are specific to kids there, even that make like little stuffed animals. There's a fella and his wife who made a really cool informational book on teaching kids how to fish, and that's a really cool through Kids Fishing Foundation. So your tickets, if you're a vendor, even you want to apply, it's right there on the website. It's Great Lakes Fishing Expo. And if you know our website, just go to the events tab. It's the very first one, and you can get that link there. Next one is January 15th, and this is called the Northeast Ohio Sportsman Show. This is going to be a completely new show for us this year. We've never been to this one, and I am super, super excited to be there. This is the Mount Hope Show. Everybody knows it as a Mount Hope Show. Man, this is a really awesome show. And I, unfortunately, we had in years past like some other shows that would contradict itself. They'd overlap, so we were never able to make it. This year we can, though. It worked out with all the scheduling, so I'm pumped to be there. It's going to be a neat one. I've heard nothing but great things about this show. Let's look into the details of this one. Again, on our website, you'll find the logo, you'll find the map. When it starts, Jan 15th through the 17th, it's at the Mount Hope Event Center in Millersburg, Ohio. There's a map for your directions there, and then a link to their website. That's only 37 days away. So $15 at the door. You can also, I've never seen this before, and this is unique. $25, you can get a 2-day pass. So if you want to go and come back the next day, $25, save yourself $5 on the next day, basically. Free parking, and you can get shuttle services. So if you want to bring grandpa and or you have some ailments that prohibit you from walking distances, they got you covered. That's new too. I don't see that a lot of times with these shows. It's pretty cool. They got really cool informative seminars. They have over 250 exhibitors, us, Cray being one. Hunting and fishing guides, tons of charters and such will be there. Tons of outdoor equipment, manufacturers and providers. There's all kinds of meals and refreshments. There's on-site kitchen, tons of seating. There's coffee, soft pretzel trailers, areas for the kids to play in. If you're nursing, they have nursing stations for the moms. It says it's family-friendly ambiance. The event boasts a welcoming atmosphere for the entire family. Again, these fishing shows are becoming more and more attractive to not just dad, but to everybody. It's a fun event for everybody, and this one does a good job. I've never been there. Again, I can't give you a first person perspective, but I can say that I've heard nothing but great things about this show. Let's see here. It has an average of 17,000 yearly visitors. That's pretty cool. They have an archery question and answer table, a kids play area, like I mentioned earlier, a fishing question and answer table, tons of lineup of speakers. Let's see here. It looks like they're giving away a 2025 Electrode 20 mountain bike. How sick is that? One per day of the show? What? That's pretty cool. Also giving away a next-gen hunting blind. Again, they're giving away one per day of the show, and you don't need to be present to win. Let's go through some of these. This is a show we've never done, I want to highlight a couple other things here. Let's see here. All right. So they have Adam Hayes. He's doing some seminars on whitetail hunting. Clay and Kim Dyer. Clay was born without any lower limbs, no arm on the left side, partial arm on the right. However, limitation does not damage his determination and positive spirit. Looks like he's a competitive angler. Yeah, competing fishing tournaments since he fished the FLW from 2000 to 2010 with his career in BASS. So that's going to be a really cool thing. Cool seminar. We got Bill Eppards. Looks like Bill has harvested moose, elk, caribou, mule deer, all kinds of trophies from all around the world. Looks like he has an extensive experience in hunting. Really good guy to learn from, it sounds like. Myron and Marion from Whitetail Habitat Designs. Looks like they have, again, some rabbit, squirrels, whitetail, some hunting experience in building habitats. Kenny Miller, actually, I did this logo years ago, ironically. Hightower Products. I have seen their trophy room. Insane. If you're a whitetail hunter, this is somebody to learn from for sure. Henry Yoder looks like he's got some archery experience and has a lot of shooting and homemade longbow experience. That would be really interesting. Doug Stewart, a Buckeye Lake angler. Let's see here. He teaches people how to fish. Fish almost most fish species, but he's mostly known for jigging sawguy. I need to learn something about sawguy jigging, so that I'll be checking in with Doug. That's pretty cool. Fender's Fish Hatchery is there. So it sounds like they're going to talk about stocking programs and getting fish and how to stock properly. I don't know if you have a pond. I have a pond. That would be interesting. Let's see how many more we got here. I'm gonna speed this up. Marty Hirschberger has a passion for wildlife or wild places, hunting, fished a lot, hunted elk. Again, sounds like an interesting dude. Look at the size of the elk he got. Oh my gosh, that looks pretty sweet. Ben Rising, lifetime bow hunter. Sounds like a lot of hunting and fishing seminars. Kevin Mullet, Kevin Miller, Kurt Yoder, Whitetails. Let's see here. I'm reading fast here. Whitetail Heritage, a nonprofit organization promoting rich hunting heritage. So lots of interesting things coming to the Northeast Ohio Sportsman Show. I'm pumped about it. For $15, 3-day show, $15 admission per day, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Free parking again. Check it out. We're going to be there. We're excited for it. You don't want to miss out on this one. A lot of us in the Northeast, at least, we've done a bunch of the other shows. I have never been to this Mount Hope show. I hear it's pretty good. All right. Let's go back a little bit here. Go back to Cray. We'll talk about vaguely. We'll do one other show. Tail end of January 30th and through February 1st. We've done this now for the last, I think, 5 years. We'll be there again this year. That is the National Fishing Expo down in Columbus. That's at the Bricker Multipurpose Building. It's there every year. Always a phenomenal show, a massive show. If you've never been to any of the National Fishing Expos, in my opinion, the Columbus show is probably my favorite when it comes to the national level. Huge shows. You're going to see some big brands there. Miller Tech, our very own sponsor and friends, have presented this show. They're the main keyline sponsor. There's a ton of exhibitors at this place. Tons of great food. This is one where you literally want to come a couple days, in my opinion. Buy maybe a hotel or something close. Make a day or two out of it. Tons of awesome speakers at this one. And many times national level guys. Our buddy Nate with Nasty Nate's going to be there, it looks like, giving a seminar. That's pretty cool. Let's see here. James Watson's going to be there. Jason O'Brien, Matthew Lieben, Matt Kozer, Get Ugly. He's a buddy. Tyler Berger, bunch of really cool speakers. We got Jim Churchill, good dude. He's a friend of ours. Amazing crappie angler with B&M Fishing Team. Mike Iconelli, you guys know that dude. Ike's going to be there speaking. That should be pretty cool. So there we go. 2026 speakers for the National Fishing Expo. That's, again, Jan 30th through February 1st. We'll go back to the website here, castcray.com, and we'll talk vaguely about the others, and then we'll get in detail month to month as we get closer, if that's cool. 2026 Canfield Show. We're going to be there again this year. That's at the Canfield Event Center at the 4-H, the brand new 4-H building. Well, I think it's been a couple years now. I can't say brand new anymore. But February 6th, 7th, and 8th, that's always a great, fun local show by Field and Fish Report. Rick and his wife put that one on, Rick and Judy. And then Ohio River Hunting and Fishing Expo. We're actually one of the keyline sponsors for this show. This is this year number 2, and we're taking this show to the Washington County Fairgrounds in Marietta, Ohio. That's going to be a really awesome show. I do all the graphics and design for this show and help promote it, and it's it's going to be a really awesome show. It's a nice, like, it's like the perfect size. You know what I mean? It's not massive. It's not too small. but you feel like you're getting the bang for your buck and you're having fun. There's kids zone, foods trucks. There's all kinds of educational seminars. There's trapping and calling and drones and dog training and fishing lures and apparel. They have axe throwing there. It's a lot of fun. Recommend it. All right. And then the last one I'll cover here is our buddy Jeff and his family over at Mogador Bait and Tackle. They do the JDM Fishing and Outdoor Show every year at the Summit County Fairgrounds. Always a fun local show. We will be there this year as well. Again, many others that are to come. These are just the ones that are confirmed. And again, I don't know if you've heard me say this in the past, but ours is a little bit different because we offer a little more advertising than a traditional exhibitor. Most people would pay, get a booth, show up. In our case, because we have a show, we can help them along, promote it. And so there's a little more negotiation. Sometimes it takes a little longer to confirm these shows spots than a typical exhibitor, but we'll have more that will roll through that list as time progresses. So we'll see. All right. Last but not least, something that I did want to bring to your attention. Let's go back to the website real quick. I closed out of it for some reason. Right here. All right. So if you go to the very last link there, it's called Guided Trips. I don't know if you know this or not, but I guide crappie trips. So if you want to learn something about crappie, now I will say this. I am not God crappie. I'm not Dr. Crappie, but I've been fishing crappie enough and frequently enough to where I know some things that I have some knowledge that I could share. I'm learning new things all the time, just like all of you are. So I don't know everything, but I know enough to be dangerous, I suppose, and I can share that knowledge with you. I'll be honest with you. If you stick around long enough and you watch the YouTube videos and that, you'll probably pick up on it for free. But if you want more of an intentional one-on-one question-answer kind of thing, if you want to learn something about specific live scope crappie or patterns of crappie or differences and maybe details, then I can help with that. I've devoted a lot of my time into learning the species, and so I'm happy to assist with that if you're interested. The reason I bring it up now is it's a good time to get your trip booked come spring and summer next year. These fill up pretty good, and we have a bunch of lakes in the Northeast Ohio region that we know well. If you want to target another one, we can do that too. I'm sure we can do that too. We just have to work it out, make sure it makes sense financially. But I give you my rig, I give you all the capacity, I give you pricing, and you're going to find that my pricing is a lot less than an average. I'm not doing this to make money. I'm just doing this to cover expense and teach people how to fish. My goal is to get people hooked on crappie fishing or fishing in general, and then I can sell you some baits in the future. That's my goal. Not just to sell you baits, by the way, but to teach you knowledge and try to get you excited about fishing in the outdoors. So I hope that makes sense. All right, that was my agenda. Any questions before I get back to work? I know that was a huge 54-minute show, but we had a lot to cover, and it made sense to just do it all at once instead of doing a bunch of little small shows. Any questions, comments, concerns that I can assist with before I get back to work? Speak now or forever hold your peace. All right. I don't see any comments asking. If you want, if you're watching this show back and you have any additional questions, feel free to comment down below, and I'll do my best to return those comments as promptly as I can. Until then, I'm going to get back to work. I got a lot to do for this trade show display. And if you have any comments or ways that we can improve the backdrop, let me know how you feel about that too. I'd appreciate it. Hope you have a wonderful day, y'all. I'll see ya. I'm going to get off here. See ya. Deuces.